Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily ATS meeting. Glad to have each and every one of you on. Today is Thursday, so we're excited. We are on quest for you. Okay, this is day 11, but we've been focusing on certain things so that we can get our business done, up and going. And yesterday, our focus was 1 and 2 star reviews. I am about to put that in the chat so that all can see. And hold on here. Here we go. Come on now. Okay, maybe that's too much. All right, so hold on. But as I break this up, Antonio was asking, hey, because he's giving us an example through building his business and what he's doing with social media, Arlingbrook. And he asked, hey, what do y'all hate about Facebook? And then he went to the internet and began to I think I did that wrong. He went to the internet, skip the first one, look at the second one. He went to the internet and was looking at what people said they hated about Facebook. And then he also asked us, and then after Facebook, he said, well, what do you hate about TikTok? And then, our queen of TikTok, she loves it. Okay. Miss Deanna, she loves it. She was giving things to her perspective on what she doesn't like about TikTok. And he also went to the internet for that. So it was what we were going over yesterday. He said, hey, I want you to do the same thing for your business pertaining to what it is that you want to do. You have to ask yourself, you have to go and look, what do people hate about this aspect of your business and what you want to do? Well, because he looked it up. What do people hate about motivational speakers? And he looked that up for Adelia. But Adelia is not the only person who wants to be a professional speaker on here. So you have to do that so that you look at the 1 and 2 star reviews and then go build your business based on those 1 and 2 star reviews. Oh, they don't like that? Okay, let me go create this and say, okay, well, with Uncle Jerome podcast, they don't do this. I don't like all these podcasts where they do this, and this. Uncle Jerome podcast don't do that, So that is what we were going over yesterday. That was yesterday's focus. And I know the focus today is going to be something great, amazing. I never know what it is. I don't ask. I want to be surprised like everybody else. So as soon as he comes on, we'll get that going. But there's something from yesterday that anyone learned or, said, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on for my business. Me being a teacher, we will have this awkward silence. Okay.
Okay. For me, it's every time I think of something, I always forget the 1 and 2 star ratings and the negative reviews. I didn't think to do that for motivational teaching, online courses, even journals. I never thought to do that. So now, because I have a journal already done, I'm going to go back and look at, find the top journals that are out there and look at the negative ratings for those to see how I can improve my journal before releasing it again through Tree and Press. So checking the 1 and 2 star reviews and then building, I believe, is highly important for anything, regardless of what it is. If you're a motivational speaker, go to your top motivation, the person who inspires you or the person that you are modeling yourself after, and look at their 1 and 2 star reviews. If you are a life coach, go look at their reviews, because being a motivational speaker and a life coach are two separate things. It took me a second to figure that out. Don't blame me for it. Sometimes it just don't work. Sometimes the brain just don't work sometimes. Okay. If you want to be a life coach, go look at life coaches, even the Tony Robbins is not a motivational speaker. He is a coach. And if you go and look at his 1 and 2 star ratings, you can even see, oh, okay, people didn't like this part. People didn't like that part. When I first watched I'm Not Your Guru, I was like, this dude cussing. Wait a minute. First of all, you're not going to get my face cussing at me like that. So that may be something that somebody else has a negative review. And seeing as I do cuss, I just don't it don't flow out of me like that. Sometimes I have to be at a certain level and it just start kind of flying out, you know. But that part right there, you know, check your 1 and 2 star reviews, you know, and then you don't even have to go to the person's website or anything. Like Antonio, he just Googled things I don't like about Facebook, things I don't like about Instagram. So you can do that and get the information that you need so you can move forward. And then the day before that, so it matched with the day before that, because the day before that, he told us to build the pieces first. So if you're building, so if you have, and he gave us the list. So the book, the journal, the planner, the workbook, the merchandise, the program, the podcast, and the TV movie. So if you build the pieces first, he already walked us through our book. So if you're building your book, you have that piece. Now for the journal, go find, if you have a favorite journal, go find your favorite. Like, I'm just putting together what I got out of the last few days. And then how to do the brain dump. You know, so for your journal, go find your favorite journal or the top journal out there, or just Google 10 things, just Google things people don't like about journals. And bam, there you go. For your planner, things people don't like about planners. I know some things I don't like about planners. You know, I don't like the fact that I can only fit one day, or I don't like the blocks. I like the daily planners. I don't like the weekly planners or the monthly planners. Because in the daily planner, I wanted to run from like 3 a.m. to midnight, because stuff be happening that early, you know. So that's what I've gotten out of the last few days.
I was gonna say something, but I think she done answered all the questions. Every single thing you said was what I said. That was priceless, because I was thinking I need to do a survey for my customer, and then I realized, well, they already surveyed because they own these platforms. So that was big for me. And thank you, Deanna. I could not have said it any better.
Thanks, Miss Adonia.
All right. Well, thank you, Dee Marie. Adonia, if there's anything else
Yes.
you wanted to add or anything, or go ahead, go ahead, sir. Oh, okay.
She said that Deanna did the thing. She's right. So let me jump on top of that. I'm gonna tell you, here's where you should be first. No. I'm gonna say, here's the difference between you and them. There you go. Write that down for me, Grace. Then I'm gonna tell you where you should be. Then I'm gonna tell you where you should be going. Then I'm gonna add value to you. All those things. I don't remember what I said, because I was actively listening to the conversation. Where you should be is you should already be building 1 or 2 of the 8 things that is going on. And we need to define building real quick. Well, Grace, read me those 8 things that you wisely posted.
Okay. A book, journal, planner, workbook, merchandise, program, podcast, TV movie.
Now let's define building, because I already know. Let's define building without my extra commentary. Building is actually being able to show me, another person, what you have done. Not something on paper, not the organization in your head, but an actual something that someone else can see. We're gonna have to stay right here for a little bit, guys. Everybody stretch. Even if you ain't got to stretch, I'm fake stretching. I have no reason to stretch. There you go. All right, go ahead and stretch. All righty, there you go. Thinkers, I know you build in your head first, but if I can't see what you have built, after 8, what day is this great? 11 days, you're not building. Yep. Should have done a double take. Yeah. I cannot see what you are building after 11 days. You're not building. You are thinking. Not that you're guilty, but who has
But
been.
Antonio, I don't have time
Yes.
to build right now.
Mm-hmm. I need to be able to see something. Not that you're guilty. I didn't say you're guilty, because we caught this early enough, Adonia, to where this is not an issue. Yes. Okay, we caught it early enough. And you got the entire world on your shoulders. Yes. And you need to give yourself a breakthrough or two. Jerome's going to say, well, Antonio, you're right, I haven't built. But that's not true, because yesterday you lucked up. You got 10 thingies, tour dates in your basement, which also double as the Uncle Jerome podcast content, because you can do audio on your own. Yes. Yeah, you gotta cut yourself some slack. All right, gotta cut yourself some slack. See if you got on it. You know, it's always hard to tell people, but be easy on yourself. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Be easy on yourself. You don't like that at all. If you've been doing this, Grace, what day is this?
Day 11.
Say it in Spanish. You know how to say it in Spanish?
Once.
Made the E a bit hard, but you did good. You did good. 11.
That's
Grace,
it.
can you have a Janice? Can you have a baby? And on the 11th day, go. Probably.
Absolutely not. A baby.
like, boom, on the 11th day, Adalia. Yeah, I should stop thinking about feeding you. I should stop, and I should actually probably feed you. Your business or whatever you're building.
So
you're
so wrong. So okay. So you're so wrong. Let me ask you this question. I'm gonna send or have a conversation with Melissa and send her the book. So that'll be something that could be seen. The second thing is I'm gonna talk the book, so kind of like an audible. So if I did that and sent you, maybe the first chapter or whatever, would that be the seeing, or are you saying the physically seeing?
No, 100%. That is seen. No, that's seen. That's seen. That is. If you send it to, so let's change your statement. Antonio, I'm gonna shut you up, and I'm sending it to Melissa today.
Okay, then you be quiet for the moment, because I'm getting ready to send it to Melissa today.
There you go. There you go.
So if I heard this, I should be getting an audio book with your published book.
Oh, you didn't hear that, but
not today though. Yes, the audio will come maybe 7 days from now, 3 days from now. You know, we'll space out a little bit. She might have recorded on the weekend, Grace.
Oh, okay. Exactly. I'll say the first of the year.
So Melissa, what I'll do, I'll ask. We'll talk
nice.
off conversation, but what I'll ask, I'll because I don't know if we got to do paperwork, whatever. I will talk, and then I will submit to you today my draft. The book draft, and then we can talk about that, and then we'll add to that from there. Is that viable?
Awesome. Look forward to speaking to you between classes.
Thank you.
All right, come on, y'all clap for Adonia. This is the stuff we're talking about. This is the stuff we're talking about.
Woo!
Yeah, see, y'all keep y'all rewards in heaven. I want them on earth. Y'all don't want to play with me today, but that's okay, because we're talking about execution. If Jerome and Deanna actually had a conversation yesterday, then it's something that is, I can see. If not, no worries. Take it easy on yourself.
Oh,
You
she
gotta do it
sent
today.
me. Oh, she contacted me and says we are going to talk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you straight
good. We
up,
can
Mr.
count that.
Smith. I'm gonna
Yes,
tell you
sir.
straight up. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Number one, I did not like the way you set me up yesterday. Oh, because you set me up like a big dog, right?
I do that.
And I said to myself, this mofo done made me commit. And I'm sitting there going, ain't I supposed to have a choice in this matter? Not if you about making some money. Because he put it right out there in front of you and said, what you gonna do? Now what you, I said, you had me running through my head. I got 3 other people I gotta contact. Okay. I said, if this thing blow up, I'm gonna need a bigger space. So I need to talk to some other people on and I'm sitting there going, how in the hell he make me do this? We didn't even talk about that because I know you were serious. And Mr. Smith, I'm pissed at you, okay?
I even had Grace share her calculator.
That was slick. That was slick what you did to me. But you know what? You the man, dog. You the man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know when we get there, Grace will be like, get all this extra audio. Yeah, I do this. That's all podcast material for them. You get it? It's all right. So y'all, Jerome, what session tell us to do you want to attend? See? There you go. See? We're trying to get where you at, Frida? Come here, Frida. See if you walking the dogs or something. Come here, I'm getting everybody today.
Yeah, it's been too cold lately in North Carolina to be walking the dog.
Oh, I forgot y'all not in Texas.
Okay.
I'm coming. Here I am.
Okay. I think all y'all places feel like Texas. I forgot.
I would love to be in Texas round about now.
Yeah, buddy. It's look it up online, Grace. What's the temperature outside? Whatever it is, it's sunny. It look like California out there. We had some rain to come through and it made it cold, but not cold enough to where
it's 54 degrees, but it's sunny. Yeah.
It's 54. It's too much. It's too low.
Yeah, it is.
What's going on outside?
Okay.
So we don't like that. Texas shut down.
Listen.
We don't like that. Okay, Freedom.
Yes, sir.
What have you built that I can see?
Honestly, sir,
talk to me.
I haven't built anything that you can see.
All right, good. That's okay. You can get off the cross now. It's all right. I'm not gonna make it painful.
Okay, but I am building in my mind. I do have some wonderful ideas, and I do have a place for an event here in North Carolina.
Okay. So that's if as long as you're tying that into the one thing you're building, that ties perfectly into Jerome.
It is, and it's based on grounding.
Yes. Okay. All right then. So as long as it ties into, then you're fine. You're getting a little closer. So everyone's homework assignment up front is you got 3 homework assignments. Everybody write these down. Your first homework assignment is Monday at 5:30 Central PM. You need to be on Let's Study a Book with Phil and Susan. That's your first homework assignment. Monday, 5:30 p.m. That's your first homework assignment. Write it down. You're going over the book, Sorry I'm Streaming. And not because it's my book why you need to be there, but we're making a push to have more people there. Plus, it is absolutely accurate to what you need to be doing right now. There's your blueprint. Like, really, it solves your problems. Phil and Susan are geniuses for picking it right now. It genuinely helps you with this quest for you. It genuinely does. Homework assignment number 2. Today, you must turn in something that we can see. So when I say, Adonia, did you do that? She need to get on the mic and say, ask Melissa, because I did my part. Say, listen, share a screen, show that email. It needs to be something like that. where you're doing, like, it needs to be some tangible, because think about it. I built the foundation for 5 days, Jerome. And I said, any more foundation, we execute. All right, so this has been day 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of execution, and you still thinking. You can see the problem here. We caught it early. That's okay. We caught it early. So on your third homework assignment is all of you have been following me since April about the personal finance. I got the very best investment, and I was just thinking out, and I was thinking about it last night and everything else. Like, you know what? We might as well just use Melissa's instead of the first. When I say it was going to be a business and then an apartment or something like that. $5,000. Any of you participate in investing your money? I'm not talking about nobody else. But you've been saving your own 10%. This is what we've been, like, this thing here. You're going to buy $5,000 of shares in Melissa's company. And then after 100 people do this, she can IPO, and then your shares in 6 months are something beautiful. Right? That's a fantastic investment. Melissa, go ahead. Oh, you got yourself muted.
Grace, you're gonna need a calculator up.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is this ROI time? Okay, let's talk about it then.
Your shares are, you're paying $5,000. The shares are $15.20 that you're buying.
Am I
Divide.
dividing? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's how many shares you're getting. Now times that by $30.20. That's the list price when it goes IPO. Now minus your $5,000, please, Grace. There's your net profit. Now you can either do this one of two ways. You can either keep all of your $9,000 in the company, get your $5,000 back, and get your dividends every 3 months, or you can sell out completely.
And have we taught the stock class yet?
We're doing that today, sir.
All right then. So if you want to learn how to, so basically you almost get 100% return on investment. But if you want to learn how to have your business go public, it's free. It's no charge. You get a little bit of extra information in that. Good. Let's clap for the investment opportunity. We're doing well. We promise. Yes.
And before anyone asks, because of what these are, there's a lot of paperwork. I have the package already nice and neat. I have to send it to you and you just have to fill it out. There's legal paperwork for this one.
Yes, absolutely. She's SEC. Is in her business. There you go. Things that I don't like doing. Okay. Those are your 3 homework assignments. Homework assignment number 1 is 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday. Homework assignment number 2 is today you got to show me something. Because tomorrow there's something to do. Hey, everybody, let me see. You don't want to get caught with your drawers down. That's what they would say in the old folk neighborhood. They would say, that's what they would say. Then you may want to do the work. And then 3, any of you that's been wanting to invest your money, make your money, make money, there it is. Finally found one. I'm now be looking for the apartment now. I said we're going to do business and then the apartment. It's supposed to be October 1st. I wind up restarting November 1st, and then looking for a deal. So it took me 45 days. So no problem. That's that. You're thinking too much. You're thinking too much. So,
So?
this, you are. So Shelly got with us, and now you told me she's down to 4 options, right, Grace?
Yes.
All right, then. So that means she had something to show. But her assignment today would be go from 4 to 1. And the only way she can do that is actually call these people.
Yep.
You get it?
She's on call. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. But I'm trying to get her to give herself props too. Because y'all will be like, oh, well, you can't see my building. Well, I didn't ask you to build a building in 6 days. Should you email Melissa your book draft like Adonia did? That's something we can see. We're defining building. This is fair. We're defining building, the adjective that I have put up, the verb that I put out there. We're defining that, something that we can see outside of your brain. And if you be honest, I pass this microphone around. There's a whole lot more freeders out there. Well, it's just in my brain, and Tony, I ain't gonna lie to you. So you know it. So we got to get past that. Why? Because by February 1st, we want to be launching. So let me define now what launch means. On February 1st, I want all of you in a rock solid launch phase. You have options. As for me, I will be doing what is called a pre-launch. It's a real launch. So you know what? Let's try to find something. Launch. Let's see if we can find some definitions online before I give you Antonio. Let me give you Antonio's hood version first so you can understand the definition whenever we pull it up. Go ahead, Phil.
How about a pilot?
Pilot, yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. But let's explain that pilot. Please know that somebody shooting a pilot series for Warner Brothers isn't bringing Warner Brothers trash. They're bringing their very best effort. You know, please. So I don't want you to think pre-lunch is you going, no, because then the universe is gonna be like, and we don't want that. It's law of compensation. We want your very best pilot. We want your Denzel Washington in there if that's what you're doing and things like that. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, when they do a pilot for a series, that pilot determines whether they keep on going or not. So that's why you got to bring your best to the pilot.
That's right. But Grace, are we bringing our best?
Yes. Or are you talking to me specifically?
Yes, I'm talking to you specifically. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm talking to you specifically. Are we bringing our best?
Yes.
So we don't have to talk about lunch versus pre-lunch. You could be in pre-lunch for 3 years. You can. Lakewood Church was in pre-lunch for 3 years in the Compact Center, having service until they did their actual lunch. So what are reasons one would do pre-lunch? I got this great soft. Adonia is perfect for pre-lunch. I'll tell you why. She's got the drive. She's got the idea. She's got the funding she would need, but she don't have the time and she don't have the right personnel.
She's got the credentials.
So she's got the credentials. Absolutely. Credentials should be first. But she doesn't have the staff. So she's going to launch to get that staff. Launch to get that customer base to pay for that staff. Y'all get it? If Adonia attempts to get the staff first, then it delays her time drastically. Think about this. Best way to understand this is, again, the iPhone is always a great example of this. The iPhone 1 couldn't send multimedia messages. If you want to send a video or a picture, it had to be emailed. You know, email with a link. That didn't stop the iPhone from changing the world, right, Grace? Nor did it stop celebrities
Right.
from going to AT&T, making us feel jealous. Don't be afraid of a pre-lunch. In my case, I'm pre-lunching. Why? Why am I pre-lunching? Because I want Arlenbrook to lunch with, I want Arlenbrook to, well, can you pull up that, you still got that, Grace, on the side? Facebook / WhatsApp / this. I have no intentions, Adonia, to spend another 5 years, well, I ain't that 5 years, spend another 3 years building this app so it can come out. That don't make no sense. But I will launch it with just the beautiful Facebook version, or to Facebook and Instagram, with Facebook with real capability, REEL, reels. Yeah, I get it. That's a pre-launch. What does that mean? That's Facebook, not 2005, but Facebook 2007. That's Instagram while making influencers. What does Antonio want to have done to call it a lunch? You okay with that, Grace? Deanna, you need to get ready to come back to the microphone, because y'all about to do some work today. What is today?
Thursday therapy day. I was talking about our group therapy at 6:30, but I didn't know if you were still doing. I didn't know if you were still doing.
No, I finished my last one last week. Yeah. Let's stay. So what's that? Phil? 5 years of therapy. Trump. It was before Trump was president. It was when he was the nominee. When is that? 2015. Because that would have been 2016 election, so he would have took over in 2017, right? So that would have been 2015. 2015. It would have been 2015. Obama was still president. But he was, it was. We knew January 21st or whatever date. It's typically January 21st. This fall weekend was coming. That's been 5 years of therapy straight. Now, they've been pushing me in therapy, off and on since 2005, and 5 years straight. I finished my last one. I am finally sane enough, Adonia. Take your trash out.
Jerome say no. No. No, you're not.
That's the two combat to it. Pre-lunch. What is Antonio going to lunch with? I'm going to lunch with a full version of Arlenbrook, thanks to Ibrahim, encouraging me to change the name. Full version of Arlenbrook from its social media aspect of Facebook / LinkedIn. We got it. A full version of that. A full version of my paywall, because it's free, but I do want to be able to have, watch this, Jerome, you're gonna like this. This is real slick. I do want to have my $8.99 subscriptions, or up to $8.99, 99 cents. I don't want anybody charging exclusive content, for $100. You can go to your website for that. I want it to be affordable for the people. So I want to be able to have that full $8.99 or lower. I want that paywall working. I want it optional, like Twitter Blue or something. I want it completely optional. And I want the ability for people to sync their bank accounts so the money can be transferred, right, from Arlenbrook straight to your accounts. As long as these two things are, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry. Can you repeat that third one? The one you just said.
It was just it was an extended version of the second. I want the Facebook and the LinkedIn to be fully operational, but it's the paywall that I'm concerned with. Well, I'm not concerned, but I won't release it without the ability because that's the catch, right? The catch is we're paying creators 50%. Oh, okay. Let me finish this sentence, and then I'm going to do something for somebody real quick. Actually, hold on, Grace. Just pause real quick, okay? Because I can't.
Okay.
My brain won't let me.
Gotcha.
My brain won't let me. Hold on, y'all. Somebody need help.
Okay.
Now, you get to go. Do me a favor. Let's do this here. I didn't know that's what was happening. But Deanna, you go back and do what you was doing. All right? You go back and do what you was doing. You go. I'm still seeing you. You get away. There you go. Outstanding. All right, go.
Do I need to do something?
Private, no.
Okay.
No. Somebody just needs help.
Okay.
Private messenger, make sure you answer. We good to go. That's as long as it needs. And I need somebody to pray. Let's see. Grace, I need you to pray for peace. Doesn't matter. Just know that somebody needs immediate peace right now before they start choking people. Okay? All right, go ahead.
Dear God, our Father, we come to you first and foremost to say thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to be here as family. Dear God, we come to you asking for peace, asking that you will give everyone and anyone who needs this peace, your peace, that you say surpasses all understanding, so that they may be calm, they take themselves down to really stop, pause, take a breath, focus, and really realize what life actually means, and realize who they are. Remember the people that they love. Remember who they are, and remember who others are. And I ask that you continue to cover all of us, cover that person, and really hold them, hug them, let them know you are with them, you are there. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Man, appreciate y'all. Man, every religion, every spiritual practice come together for that person who needs healing. All right. I couldn't move on, Jerome. The message was too strong. Yeah, it was too strong. Grace, I believe I was saying the second one is part of a third one. The third one is part of the second one.
That's what I was saying. Okay, so when you were saying, okay, so number 2 is you want the full version of your paywall. You say you want to have the full version of $8.99 or lower. You want it to be optional. The pay the amounts to be optional.
I want it to be. Yes, I want the social media to be free. There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
But I want creators to optionally decide if they want to offer exclusive content to their own audiences. I have no problem with charging for the platform. That's just not my vision. So I want that optional. And I want the creators to securely upload their banking information so they can be paid. This is what I'm calling release of Arlenbrook. The full, like what you know of Facebook and LinkedIn, the full version of that. So live videos, the ability to post videos, the ability to go live, all that is understood. And whatever you think Facebook is, whatever you think LinkedIn is, I'm talking about that, the full version of that. But I won't be satisfied until I know that we're paying creators 40% for that, because that's our competitive advantage. You get it, Grace? We're not going to sell. Please write this down. But you all need to, and I snuck that in there yesterday, Phil, and I don't think people understood the importance of me saying what's our competitive advantage. Now, when you're so used to something, you just run right past it. So let me break down competitive advantage. What makes your offer different from your competitors? What makes the 16% of people who are going to buy from you at first? That's the pioneers and early adopters. 2.5% of pioneers and 13.5% early adopters. What is going to make them, or let me say it a different way, what's going to make the 1 and 2 star reviews, what's going to make them look at your offer and say, yeah, that's what I've been looking for. I don't care about anything else. I'll stay with you until you get streaming Netflix, but right now I don't want any late fees. You get it? This is Netflix competitive offer was hold this DVD long as you want. If you hold it too long, we're just gonna charge you for it. And that was their idea of it. That was their competitive advantage. So you know what? Y'all got a fourth homework assignment. I want to know I want to know your one or all of your competitive advantages of your company by tomorrow morning. What's your competitive advantage or advantages? It's very important. Yes, Jerome, we ain't no time to let grass be growing under your feet. I want to know your competitive advantage. I want to know, why am I coming over to Adonia to do this thing? One of Adonia's competitive advantages is she's got 50 years experience. It's one of her competitive advantages. There's no doubt about it. It's probably not 50 years, but you get the point. Seriously, one of the competitive advantages is Adonia has this much experience. But Adonia, I don't want you to be humble. I want you to say, I got this much experience in a $1 billion company. He's not working for the mom and pop print shop, down the street. She's doing the real deal competitive. She's got, her budget is incredible. I have no idea what her budget is, but I can assure you it's $1 million budget that she manages every day. So that's her competitive advantage. It's one of them. Then what's going to separate her offer from being different? In my case, my competitive advantages are: one, we're not selling your information. Two, there's no reason for you to pay for ads because we got 100% organic reach. If I'm giving you 100% organic reach, you don't need to buy ads. And then three, we're giving 40% to creators. Those three things are going to go viral fast. It's amazing I've been able to keep it quiet for this long. Everybody okay with that? We cooking with hot grease. Yes. Good. Outstanding. All right.
Okay.
So those are my competitive advantages, and they're strong. And I'm not launching without those. Yes, ma'am.
One last time. What do you want the creators? What do you want the
very difficult situation.
What do you want the creators to have an option of?
I want the creators to have the option to offer exclusive content up to $8.99. And I want them to have the option to make, I want them to have the write it down this way, Greg. This is what I'm really saying. I want all the friction of them getting paid to disappear. How does that? That means you upload your banking information. And then, through automatic clearinghouse, you shall get paid. This is what we're launching with. That means I have to do a lot of things. I have to do cloud. I have to be in alignment with the payment merchants and all the receiving money online laws of the United States of America and every foreign country that will allow. Yeah, see it? I can't. Like Romania is doing things different. And then I just saw the other day, I forget the name of the country, but they're doing things different as well. So I got to be in alignment with each country, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Does Antonio want Arlenbrook to be in Swahili and have the Swahili language? You know, well, Swahili is not really a problem. Let me go to somebody. Give me a combat. It's not a well. My brain's gonna say a combat zone. Give me somewhere where a regime is oppressing people through genocide or gendercide. Give me. I need a country. I'm going blank.
Iran.
Okay, perfect. You couldn't pick one better than Iran. Perfect. Does Antonio want Arlenbrook to be in our whatever language Iran speaks, and then have the user interface in, I'm just saying Iranian, and then be able to have artificial intelligence to read when someone is being threatened or something? Because what's going to happen? 100% organic reach. Guess what I'm going to attract? All sorts of creators. I'm also going to attract people who want to do bad things because they can reach people 100% organically. You get it? Ooh, I don't have to pay for ads to do this bad thing. No matter what I try to do, there's always going to be someone who's going to try to undo it. That's just a fact of life. It's nothing. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do against it. So do I want to lunch, Grace, having my artificial intelligence and a team read if someone is hurting women and pouring poison down people's throat because they just changed religions? Yes, I do. Am I going to pull it off by February 1st? No. So we're in pre-lunch. It may take me 5 years because I can do Google Translate all I want to. That don't work as well as you think it does when it comes to native speaking. So I'm gonna need people who actually speak said languages and blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to get you to see that your launch does not need to include everything overthinkers. If I was just talking to my overthinkers, would you unmute your mic, raise your hand, please? Come on, Adonia, you in that number first. Grace. Who else? Melissa, you are a massive overthinker. Okay, Janice, Jamal, you get it? You don't have
Okay,
your Jerome.
I'm guilty. Totally guilty.
Okay.
Like extra guilty.
Yes, I am a massive overthinker. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I talk to you once an hour a day. I know.
And that would be me as well.
Okay. So all you overthinkers may want to think about a pre-lunch. Because I cannot see you overthinkers launching your product because you're going to be like, well, no, I'm building this at the McDonald's. And McDonald's has 32 things on their menu. Yeah, but McDonald's started off with 4. That's it. That's it. You don't need to be McDonald's today. It's okay to be McDonald's from the 80s. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. You're still going to be successful. So can we feel pre-lunch may be a good option for us? And most of us have a problem with this because typically the people who do a pre-lunch, and that don't make sense to people of color. A pre-lunch makes no sense to people of color. It doesn't. Pre-lunch is something that, the dominant culture does, and they take their time because they've gotten, VC backing and all this stuff. So this doesn't really make sense. We don't have time to pre-lunch, Phil. We got to eat. You got to get this product out now. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time to pre-lunch. So I get it that this concept is new. That's why I'm pressing it hard. Because I was 34 or 30 years old before I recognized pre-lunch was an option. 31 before I recognized pre-lunch was an option. I've been pre-lunching ever since. So just know that this is something. So let me repeat all that for you note takers. I'm not going to lunch without my competitive advantages. Number one competitive advantage is the algorithm will let you reach 100% of your people. We're not selling your information. And that paywall is what I'm calling a paywall. We're paying creators 40% of their content. These are my competitive advantages, and since these are my competitive advantages, I need to launch with that. So when I tell Adonia, when Adonia tells Antonio, so I need to see what you're building. If you're building something, Adonia, that's not helping you to launch on February 1st, but it's going to help you launch later, then don't build that thing. This is very good for that. I'm gonna keep this. Overthinkers, I only want you to overthink on what is your competitive advantage right now. I should be freeing someone. Some of you should be going, ooh, okay, that's a lot easier. Okay, good, because it is. It is a lot easier. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I went hard, well, it doesn't matter, but let me just do this out the way. All right, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So what I'm doing right now is, Grace, repost that 1 through 8. Remember, we're building one thing that's gonna change our lives forever. Not building something easy. We're building one thing that's gonna change our lives forever. Is this okay? Are we okay with this?
Yes.
All right, good. So right now, I have 134,000 words of my book. Me, just write it in. And the book has 24 chapters. If you count the prologue, that's one chapter. Then you go 1 through 23. So that's 25 chapters. There's 1 through 23. The prologue is a sneaky chapter. That's just me being sneaky. And the epilogue is another sneaky chapter. So that's 25. Everybody follow? 25, and it's done. Like, here's the epilogue right here. And then, it's done. I'm just doing the 5th rewrite. Whenever I'm not, this is what I start doing, Jerome. When I sit down to write, I don't really believe in writer's block. Writer's block there's really no such thing as writer's block. It's more of distractions block. It's what you got going on. You need to put your damn cell phone on the other side of the room. So to cut the internet off while you write. You really have distraction problems. Is what you have. So whenever I'm feeling, I feel like my brain is too spaced in, or it's not focused enough to write the way I want to write. So what I'm doing is now, when I feel that, which happens, it typically happens right after I finish a whole chapter, and my brain says, well, let's just take a break so we can go to this next chapter fresh. And my brain just wants to just pull back just a little bit. So when that happens, what I've been doing is I've been picking 1 or 2 options. I've been going to my video game to play for like 30 minutes just so we can relax, or I've been going to Allenbrook, because that's a different part of the brain. That's computer programming is very left-brained, very, and writing is extremely right-brained. So what I've been doing is, in my spare time, Jerome, I've been absolutely killing Allenbrook.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
That's the simulator. You're not feeling me, Jerome. That's the simulator. You hear me? That's sexy. Look at it. Got a keyboard popped up. Look. Put in your password. See that? And watch it. Look. Ooh. And then I even got the security entry where the dots come. Hey, feel me? Can you still see it, Grace? I got a little message right here. It says,
yes. We still see it.
Okay. Got it. So you can see. I'll come in here and put Grace at skinnylegs.com. You know what I mean? How your emails used to be way back in the day, Grace.
Oh,
Slim
yeah.
thick.
Yeah, that's it.
Slim thick.
42 at
42 at yahoo.com. what was Janice? Sexy Yellow. Sexy Yellow 72 at all that stuff like that. You do all right. So all this you can see it's working. This is the iPhone. This is the iPhone 14. iPhone 14. Create a new account, log in. All this stuff is obviously functional. Let you see. I'm not gonna show you nothing past that. But just know, as long as you know, Jerome, that I could put Big Daddy, Uncle Jay. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy, Uncle Jay. And girl, you look like your mama.com. You done filled out real nicely.com. So we got something that we can build and we got something that we can go. So what you're seeing is I'm working on these 8 things because they're all going to be one. Some things, like the book has nothing to do with Arling Brook, as if like it's going to be on there. But you should strongly expect me to use the book to say, hey, you should totally go visit me on all the, if you think for 1 second the author page is not going to say on me on Arling Brook, it don't make no sense. And then when I'm talking about it, they all go hand in hand. Antonio, what you gonna do about the journal? I don't know, because I hate journals and I ain't really thought about it just yet. It ain't on my list right now. I'm building what I'm building. Is that clear, Grace?
Clear.
Oh, look, building what I'm building. You get it? And then you got to have, let me just show this one time. So the copy and paste works and stuff. Copy and paste works and all that stuff like that, because that's all. I'll show you. There we go. This would be more accurate for you, Grace. This is what it really is. All this. Import. You see it, Grace?
all that code. Yes.
Yeah, this is Swift. This is what it really is, man. That's what it really is. So my point here is have something that you can build. Yes?
Yes.
Right. Which leads me to the last section of said call. Oh, did you see them colors, Grace? I worked hard on them colors.
Those are nice. Those are really nice.
I went through. Child, I kept saying, this is ugly. I don't like it. I can't see this. It was Jerome. I had to go. Let me tell you what I had to do, y'all. Donya, I had to go look up what's the secondary color to pink. Okay, let me take you through my thought process so y'all could. I want you comfortable with struggling. First off, I have no idea what this color is. Not in real language. I know what the color is in computer language, Grace. I have no idea what this color is, so I called it pink.
It looks like a burgundy color.
Oh, that mercy. I'm sure it does.
I think she's talking
I'm a boy.
Well, I think she's talking about in the section where it says email or phone, where you put your email and your password.
This is actually the same color. I actually used the computer. See, there you go. See, you girls can see differently. I thought it was the same color. It's gonna stay that damn color. I know that much.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. God dog it. So I know this and this and this is the same color. I was trying to get this the same color. You understand, Grace? I was trying. I'm a boy.
But the reason why it's not is it's the background. That yellowish color is making it not look the color that you're thinking it is. It's that background.
This yellowish color was the nice color, Grace. Because first off, I was trying to do a flat color. I had to wind up picking a gradient. So when I'm doing a flat color, I had black. The first thing I did was I had blue, like Facebook, because that's what I was, I had blue like Facebook. And I was like, And then I was like, well, I can't see this blue. And I went through all sorts. So please know, y'all, that you're going to suck the first 9 times. Once I found this one, I was like, all right, good. Now I know all these colors in computer programming language. I don't know my colors, Jerome. Let me tell you, this is red, this is red, and this is red. Or if I'm feeling, froggy, this is pink, and this is pink, and this is pink. This is yellow, that's blue, and none of this stuff, whatever magenta, salmon, or whatever y'all be saying.
Okay, because I was thinking magenta. I didn't know.
I was thinking magenta too.
I was thinking magenta. Okay.
That color behind Grace is red or brick red. You understand? That's all it is. All them whites ain't got nothing to do with all of that. It's red or brick red. You know what I'm talking about. If it was a snake, it'd bit you. My Aunt Lucy say, hey, that's it. I don't know my colors. I didn't come here to know colors. Now I do know the computer programming, the RBG numbers that I got to do. I do know that, but I don't know anything else. I don't know anything else. I don't know anything else. Somebody's going to say, well, Antonio, so what do I do with blank? Some of you, you're not going to be able to. How many of you need a logo immediately? It is possible. It is possible. This depends on who you are. I mean, what you're building. You need a logo immediately. Like, you just can't launch without a logo. How many of you?
I need
like
one.
Arlen Brooks can't launch without a logo. Who said I need one?
Shelley.
Okay. Well, good. I'm not doing y'all logos. We're just trying to I'm trying to help you out here. Who needs?
I need
Shelley,
one
yes,
too.
you do. Shelley does need one. Okay. Brenda needs one. Okay. But you cannot launch without. I know your preference is to launch without a logo. I mean, it is to launch with a logo, but you can't launch without a logo. I can't launch Arlenbrook without a logo because the icon, Grace, when you go to the App Store, it needs to have something on it. There's nothing I can do. You get it? There's absolutely nothing I can do. I can't just have an A because ain't nobody gonna download it. It's A. It's a letter A. I'm not gonna download this stuff. That's a virus. Just a generic. The one if you don't say nothing in the field, they just put A for you since it starts with an A. And they're gonna think it's a virus. So I got to have a logo. But just two people outside myself absolutely need a logo. All right then. So what I suggest. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you for. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause real quick. Thank you for doing that, Deanna. Everything is good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good to go. Now you.
Antonio, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't only need a logo. I need a damn idea.
Okay, well let's see if we can jump on that right now.
Keep it real, Miss Brenda.
I'm like, everybody got it, but I just don't have it. I'm sorry, and I was gonna not say nothing, but I don't. So I mean, I can't think of nothing that's exciting or something that's gonna change my life. I can't think of nothing, and I'm just lost.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I just don't know. So I don't know nothing about that's gonna change my life. So, but I'm writing everything down. So if it ever come to me,
yeah, no, that's right.
Okay,
I'm being faithful, Lord. So
I had the process gone down on a piece of paper, but I don't know.
Me and Miss Brenda is the same person. Me and Miss Brenda are the same person.
And nobody else is saying nothing, so I feel I'm the only dummy on the group. But
no, Miss Brenda, Miss Brenda. No, Miss Brenda, me and you, we in the same boat. Okay?
You are not alone.
Okay, so we got three of them now. Go ahead, Phil.
And the only reason why I'm not is because someone assigned me.
Brenda?
Yes.
You're taking notes?
Yes.
Write down Marcus, Marcus,
Okay.
Buckingham.
Marcus Buckingham.
Yeah, so go to marcusbuckingham.com. You take an assessment, and it analyzes your strengths. And it says, based on your strengths, here's what role you need to be in to stand out. And that'll give you a jump start on where you need to be to leverage, so you'll take advantage of your strengths. You won't get in a position where they need your weaknesses, and that'll set you up for failure. But once you decide what your strengths are and what role you can be in, then you can start deciding where you want to end up.
Okay, so I go
It's free.
there, Buckingham.com.
Right.
And a test on strengths.
Yeah, it'll just come up. It'll say, it's just very simple. It'll just walk you through it, and then it'll give you an analysis of your strengths, and then based on your strengths, oh, there it is, right there. What role you need to be in to stand out.
Okay.
There's your screen on the. Grace probably did that, or
yeah, I see it.
I'll put it in our chat, Miss Brenda.
Okay, thank you. Because my ink pen just ran out of ink, of course. But I wrote it down.
Jerome would say that's the devil that don't want you to get this information.
I'm saying my ink pen, I'm just trying to, oh Lord. Okay, but okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sure, it doesn't ran out of ink on me. Okay.
No, it's okay. Grace, make sure, so then text her some version of what Phil is saying. That
I just
way
did. I just
she
sent
still
her that
has-
link.
okay.
Mhm.
All right then. So our text is sufficient for the journey. Thank you, Phil. That's good. So Frida already took one.
Oh,
well, we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with. And it's the same thing I told Grace. You got to sit down, and you must call this thing forth. So we're gonna come back to that very momentarily, very, very momentarily. What was I saying right before that? Whatever I was saying, it doesn't matter because it got knocked out of my head. If it got knocked out of my head, it ain't that important, Grace. Okay.
You was getting ready to say something to Deanna.
Oh, go ahead.
You was getting ready to say something to Deanna.
Yes, it is that important. You, Deanna, I need you to throw that off you now. No. See, hold on now. Hold on. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you're in jeopardy. What I am saying is a therapist knows to throw that off so they don't go home and kick the dog in the mouth.
Yeah.
How many of y'all know other people's problems mess up your whole life?
Amen.
Watch it.
Come home, can't even get turned on by your spouse because he's still holding somebody else's problem.
You talking.
Bother nobody. I ain't gonna bother nobody. I'm just trying to say, man, you did a good job, Jerome. Now that you done helped your cousin, your niece, they gone. You need to go and release what they put on you. Y'all keep being trash cans. People will keep dumping all over you.
Watch it. Today is Thursday.
Oh, we got group therapy.
Be careful.
30.
Yes, you gotta be careful, y'all. Y'all gotta be careful because yes, we need to love each other back to wholeness. Yes, that we need to be there as a confidant, but no, do we need to hold their stuff? No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, that's what I was gonna say. So you saw the prototype being built. Every day I'm working on both for one at a time. But everything is for one thing, Grace. It's just for Norman Brooks. I don't know how'd you learn how to do that. In my case, besides I'm self-taught programmer, so I got Udemy and skill something, whatever. I got 3 Black Girls check. Black Girls Code. I'm everywhere with the programming. You understand? I'm everywhere. I'm trying to get all of it. Just depending on who A Cloud Guru, thanks to Tempest, who turned us on to that, has been phenomenal. Probably the #1 platform to learn anything the way they just got everything set up, and then they got the most advanced stuff over there. And remember, you don't even need degrees anymore to work with these tech skills, because tech skills don't really, they're degreeless. You got to remember, all these kids growing up right now building Minecraft worlds, that is programming, computer automated systems design. That's the whole CAD software that you got to go to school to do. Like, they're building worlds on computer. That's computer engineering, and they've been doing this. My youngest son has been doing this since 3 years old. Now he builds some of the great. I kid you not, he's building the greatest worlds. I keep telling him to put them on YouTube. They're extremely extravagant. And he's 10 now, so he's got 7 years of computer programming experience. And he's 10. Video game design, open world building. Because he creates a server, he builds a world, and then invite his friends to play in it. He's been building video games since he was 3. And this is normal. Like, this is normal behavior right now. So you don't really need degrees.
Does he not want to put it on YouTube, or he just forgets?
I think he got some on YouTube. I'm gonna find out. But I know he gonna be forced to put on YouTube in January, because they coming with me. They coming back to Sergeant Smith School in January. Yeah, they coming back to Sergeant Smith School. So I know he gonna do it then.
Bless him.
For sure. But yeah, I'm gonna have a green screen behind him and everything. He's gonna be narrating and commentating and all sorts of stuff. When y'all fool around and see him in group therapy on Thursday nights, that's when you know they with me. God dog it.
Oh, quick question. Can you
Yes, ma'am.
Can you teach us how to do that? Because when they're playing like games online, because Dawn watches it all the time, and they're sitting there and they're commentating while they're doing that. They have either a split screen, they have them up in the corner. Can you teach us how to do that? Because while I know how to do that like on a computer, I don't know how to do that from like a TV screen aspect.
Oh yeah, I could teach, but they make it very simple now. It's an attachment that goes on your PlayStation or your Xbox as a camera. So they do it automatically. You go in your settings if you want the camera there or not. That's they make that very user friendly now. So you don't even have to, yeah.
Can you tell us what that attachment is?
Yes, I can.
Because
yes, I can.
Donna and Marcelo gonna be going live.
Yeah. Yes, I can. I'll do that for you right now. Right here. $29.99. They're not even. They make these things easy, y'all. Like, for real talk, they make these things crazy. It's like gang.
Got it.
Like, yeah.
Got it.
It just hook right on in there. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all. They make that stuff very. It's like a controller, just a camera. They make it very easy. All right, good. So I would start now. Yeah, I would start now, because why would I let my kids go on camera and commentate on their videos and stuff? Because that's Toastmasters all over, Phil. They're learning how to present, public speak. It's Toastmasters on steroids. And I don't even know they're doing it. Of course, I'm going to have my kids learn how to present their products to strangers. Because when they're 20 years old, they're going to wish they knew how to present their products to strangers. So I might as well give them 20 years experience doing it. Some stuff is common sense. When you stop fighting technology, you lean into it. Some stuff just makes good sense to let these kids do it. Go ahead, Phil.
They've been watching Shark Tank for 10 years.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. So now they learn how to pitch to venture capitalists. You know, these things are These kids are incredible. They know a lot of stuff that y'all went to school for 8 years. I remember walking to Office Depot and they had the Microsoft upgrade locked up, and right next to it was the CAD, and it was $24,000. And now these kids do it because they own video games. Go ahead, Phil.
They're all indigo children.
Didn't see that one coming. Very interesting. Is that what's happening at this age of Aquarius? Oh, look at that. All right. That made a lot of sense, Phil. That made a lot of sense. A lot of sense. We want you, let's review, and then I jump to the last thing. We want you to have a bunch
Antonio?
of things. Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't familiar, Google Indigo Child. And it's based on the theory that these souls are coming to this planet at this time because this is such a unique time to be manifested on the physical plane at this particular time in the time continuum. And there's a whole group of these souls that are coming here to learn these lessons. And because the environment we're in, they can learn the lessons easier because of what's going to be putting in front of them. So if you just Google Indigo Child, it'll explain that.
I'm really glad you said that, because I was in meditation this morning and this one thing kept popping in my head and I forgot about it until just now. On this journey, y'all going to say, well, I need to pick the easy way or I need to pick the hard way. Let me say this, because this is what I was doing. I was talking to somebody in meditation, maybe with y'all, that you need to, Justin, I don't care, Justin could be a Wiccan, or he could praise dolphins, or be Muslim or Christian, it doesn't matter. He wants to find the path of least resistance in his own life. Bam. However, should Justin choose a harder path, that's good too. Both of these are good. Allow me to explain. If you pick this path of least resistance for your own, forget your life, for February 1st, Brenda and Grace and Frida are perfect examples of what I'm talking about right now, because they need a damn idea, to quote Brenda, what she said. Okay. So now they pick the hard way or the easy way.
She should pick a blessed idea.
Yeah.
Not a damn idea.
For real, right?
I was waiting for that.
Idea. Susan knew it was coming. All right, so we're picking a blessed idea. Now think about this. Grace, you do it the easy way, you do it the hard way. What's the easy way? Antonio says, okay, Grace, sit down. You do this. You sit there. It'll come. All right, that may be the path of least resistance, or that may be my path of least resistance, whatever it is. Or say you pick the hard way. You just say, well, I'm just going to build something. And let's say you wind up building something that don't work out for you, and you missed the February 1st. You hit the February 1st deadline in a wrong idea. But then by June, September, or next year, 2024, you wind up having the right idea. And you go, oh man, I wasted my time. No, you didn't. You took a harder path that led to much more ascension lessons. That simple. You're gonna always be ascending. You always, the path of least resistance will let you ascend one way. If you take a harder path, there's a lot of great lessons on this path.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Robert Greene's assistant who researched the 48 laws of power, who's that guy? It's Ryan Holiday, none other than the writer of the Daily Stoic and pretty much every other modern Stoic book. And he told on Joe Rogan's podcast, he said that initially when I stumbled upon what I really wanted to do, the path, the niche I wanted to pick, was when I got an offer to write a Stoic book, a book about ancient Stoics. And I was like, oh, this is the philosophy I'm really into. And by the way he's telling the story, it seems like he's talking about the Daily Stoic, which became a New York Times bestseller. By the way he's telling the story, it's like, oh, this is the story of how he came about the Daily Stoic, how he got that offer, all of it. He's like, I was so excited. I went to Robert Greene. I said, hey, this is what I want to do. He's my mentor. I look up to him. And then he says, Robert Greene said, reject it. You're not ready for it. And he's like, 10 years later, I got another offer. And that's when I wrote the Daily Stoic. So he agrees. He's like, he rejected that. That was the right idea. He got it too early. So he didn't work on it until he was ready to write on that level. He's like, that's what Robert Greene said. He said, that's the right idea. You're just not writer enough for it. And not everyone has that wise a person in their corner telling them that. So, be glad if your ideas are late because you're mature enough for them. Because if you had those same ideas early on, you might not be wise enough to wait.
Absolutely the most brilliant thing said on this call so far. There's no doubt about it. Jerome, as you release your books last year, you'd have flamed out. It just is what it is. I was telling Deanna, if I actually made a better version of my when Ibrahim said last week, change the name, which again, I got no resistance. I remember telling y'all, I don't care about none of the stuff y'all care about. Sure, I'll change the name. Because I ain't emotionally tied to nothing but winning. Under what name I win, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But when I went back and started designing it, this is what I did. I told my dad this. It was on the phone. He was like, yeah, I had a guy tell me to rename it because, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm just going to redo the whole thing. He was like, well, you can't save some pieces. I was like, wait, I could save some pieces. But I'm just going to recode the whole thing, period. Because I just want to have fun. If I want to rename it, then I want to recode. And now it is coming out 50 times better than what it was at first. And I told Tempest this last night. I said, and this is the exact words I told Tempest. God bless her wherever she is. I said, man, I'm having so much fun with this because I just learned a completely new language writing a thriller. It's a completely new language. I had to get in there for 3 years. I had to learn how to do it. I had to write the anatomy of a thriller. I had to do all this stuff. And it was a brand new language. It's not the same as writing a business book and a thriller suspense book. They're not the same thing. And it gave me confidence to learn the newer language now in computer programming because I just killed this thriller stuff. And I was like, so I got this confidence. And then I'm watching you, Tempest, the mid-30s, switching careers in tech, in tech, no degrees, getting promoted. So I got these two things working out for me. I get to watch you, and it's giving me extra motivation. And now I'm learning all these newer languages with ease. So by the time I start recoding Allenbrook, it's just flowing out. I'm catching stuff, Grace, that I didn't even catch the first time. I feel it took me maybe 6 hours to get all the way back up to where I spent 3 years on because I did it before, and I had the confidence that I was going to do well because I already did well. I did well with my struggle, and I did well. So I knew that I was going to be able to do it because, as Ibrahim just said, I had a great idea that I wasn't ready for. But now I am. Well, there's no doubt about it. I am absolutely ready for it now. And the world is getting ready for it. And the more y'all hate, the more they make sure that y'all can't reach y'all fan bases is the better this is gonna be. I hope they never change. I need that contrast, Grace. I don't have to say. No. Go ahead, Antoine.
No, I'm 100% in agreement with that with my life. You know, I've had some brilliant ideas and just wasn't ready for it. Like I shared with you my idea for security, the security company. I worked on that for 3 years and built 22 streams of income and counting. And you know, now with the blockchain and all that, and I see it all just like coming into view. It's like, okay, now I can do this stuff myself. What I was paying somebody to write and all that kind of stuff, but I was right there. I was learning as I grow, even though I wasn't technical on that standpoint, but I was so engaged in it. Now it has set me up for you right now. You know, and everything like that. I mean, it's just, you know, if you don't believe that there is a higher being in control, I don't understand how you functioning.
I got to be some sort of creative intelligence up there, right? I feel you. Not mad at you. I'll give you a great example. Here is sometime last year, so what is this, 2021, I decided I wasn't going to design Allenbrook logos. I have a friend of mine that I met him on Fiverr. I just kept in contact with him. That whenever I want something, I always go to him. And I have this way of knowing, Adonia, when I want to go to him, because I can do logos fantastically. I knew I didn't want a fancy logo, a 3D logo. I knew I wanted a simple 2D logo. I understood this because I'm looking at Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You know, let's do this, because we're gonna do this here. Y'all are gonna pay attention to what I'm saying so you can understand. This is addressing.
Everyone is pivoting towards minimalism, digital minimalism.
Right, exactly. So his Instagram logo. Look at that. You know what I'm saying, Jerome? And then you go.
And show them the old one.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, that's one. It actually looked like a camera for sure. Instagram old logo. Yeah, it's terrible. Look, this is even worse, which is actually still dope though. But you get it, y'all. Look at it though. They got Insta right here, and there's the stuff.
And Antonio, the best one is the old Pringles logo and the new Pringles logo.
Let me see. What's something called old Pringles logo. Oh yeah. Look at wow! I never even seen this one.
And the first one at the top left, that shows their pivot towards 2D. Yeah, 2D minimalist logo. Look at that.
Yep. And here's why. So why are we going 2D minimalist logos? Can y'all see my tabs up here? This is why.
Well, one of them is, yeah.
But you can you see all these, or which ones can you see?
The one to the left that says things you, and then 30 fun, and then where it says you're viewing Antonio's screen is kind of blocking it.
Then for me, I can see the thing, the 30 battle, 500 plus.
I pulled it down. Can you still see it?
Okay, I can see the YouTube logo now.
I can't see the security number yet.
Oh, no, you're not gonna see the Social Security number, baby. We'll wait till tomorrow to expose my Social Security number out there. Yeah, it's great. So you might see. I guess the Zoom is in the way, but this is why, because the internet is how you're consuming things. And what does the app look like? It's going to look like this. So this logo is very recognizable. Little red rectangle with a triangle in it. YouTube. It's very recognizable. That's Unity. YouTube. That's DuckDuckGo. Do Facebook. Look, right there. Look. Look. Facebook. It's a little F. It's just a little F. Why? Why are we going to the minimalist logos? Because most of y'all world is consumed to this little bitty device. Oh, plugged out my headphones. I'm sorry. Man, I need y'all to get this. I meant to unplug the charger. I unplugged the headphones. Most of the world is consumed to this little bitty device. So it makes sense. So whenever I can't think of a logo instantly, because it typically comes pretty quick. And in that creative spirit, I go to my guy, and these are the 3 logos he sent me. Now I'm going to move this out the way, Ibrahim's point. At first, this was my most hated one. I didn't like this one. I mean, all of them are nice, don't get it twisted, but I didn't like this one. I like the idea of this one. And I like this one. I couldn't figure out, I like this one. But when it came time, when Amy was like, yeah, rename it, I was like, okay. And I remember I was on the phone with Deanna and Melissa, and I was like, okay, what I need to do is, if we're going to rename it, and I was like, oh, you know what? And I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I was talking to them. I was saying, well, let me go back. I said, I know the name is in me. I don't have to force the name out. Oh, man, I hope y'all learn from this. This is extreme. I don't know what it is. Humility, something. I'm talking out with them, and I said, okay, so I need to remember who I am. That's what I said. Because this picking a name of one of my life's greatest works, actually, what's going to be my biggest work, I shouldn't have to think about this. I've already done it. I didn't come here to think about it. It's already been done. On some timeline, I already did it. It's over. So I just need to just be still and let this come back to me. And I was on the phone. We was on the phone 3-way. And I said, okay, I got to remember who I am. So what am I inspired by? And then I said, I know what it is. I'm a huge fan of the books Ready Player One, Ready Player Two, which is pretty weird for me, considering I don't really read too many books aimed at kids. That's not really my thing. I like dark books to where 15 people have died in one paragraph. I like these books immediately. I like these kind of books. But I'm a huge fan of the book, and there's this in the book. There's Gargantua Studios that built the one game that nobody needs, nobody plays another game. It's called The Oasis. And years ago, when I read that book, it was about 2017, Grace, said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to build one video game like The Oasis. And that's when I start doing it and all that stuff. And then that's when I start saying, all right, so what I need to do, how I need to do it. And that's when I said, okay, I'm going to have my video game and the city I'm trying to build be the same name. I just didn't have a name yet. And sometime 2 years ago or something, or maybe last year, or early this year, whatever, we named the city Arlenbrook. Last year or something. And then I went and got the logos done because the universe likes speed. Arlenbrook. And then when I said, I got it, y'all. Not only was Ibrahim right, I had already built the damn thing. And I went in my computer and I did a search for Arlenbrook. And there it was. Now, yeah, it was already there. It didn't have to do anything. Then it made me look at this logo differently now. Because I was favoring this logo for media or city. Like because I'm thinking, oh, that's gonna be like on the city limits or something. I'm thinking of all that stuff. But then when it came time to rename the social media, it had to be. It could be nothing but this one. Because these two people together, well, it depends on how you're looking at it, right? This thing alone is going to be on the tab, like you saw them tabs. And then here is the words. It makes sense because it can't be this one because although this is hot, these words are nice. It can't be this one. And this was going to be maybe too big, or maybe I don't want representation of that one. So I chose this one. And I chose this one, which automatically chose the colors of the social media. And then it ended up picking that yellow background for me by accident. It wasn't something I wanted to do. I needed secondary colors to make it make sense. So it ended up picking that. So that was obviously pretty cool. And it just wind up taking over itself. Why? Why did it wind up taking over itself? Because it was already done. That looks like it was supposed to be. So Brenda and everybody else, it's okay with being delayed, backing up Ibrahim. It's okay. That's number one. Take it easy on yourself. That's number two. But at the same time here, Grace, and it's not a contradiction, got to move forward. You have to move forward. This is important. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my folder. Here's my folder. There you go. So you see the source files and all the stuff. There's Arlenbrook logos. Now I'm going to type in Vibin. Here's the first version of Vibin. I'm gonna share this real quick. Here is the. What about this? Nope, don't want to do that. Anyway, here's Vibin, Grace. And look, here's the deal. So when you come into the We Vibin folder, here is all the documentation, the dashboard and stuff, and all these things. I scrapped that one. All right, then. So I got to come up with something else. No problem. Then Grace, come back. I said, all right, so what else do I want to do then? So I start building it a tad bit more. All this here. Right here. So I created a potential Vibin. This is over 600,000 lines of code. Here's the admin panel. And I build the greatest version of Vibin ever. And I built two forms of it. I built this one and I built this one. I built 1.0 and 2.0. Didn't say nothing. Built this one. This is all one. This is Atom.io. This is all sorts of stuff. Here's the install, and I built it. Here's the SKIDS database, all that stuff. 600,000 lines of code. I've been building it for 2 years. Just keeping quiet. But here's the deal, Grace. Sometimes 6 months, no, when my mom was here, I said, well, I can't code. And this is the beautiful part about it. I couldn't code no more because I was going to be done. I would have Vibin right now, which you wasn't supposed to because it was supposed to be Vibin. I'll catch that one later. Okay, it was supposed to. You have Vibin. I was going to have Vibin out by October. I really was. It's going to be October 1st. It was going to come out October 1st because it's fiscal new year. I had it planned out, and I couldn't program because my setup is so big, and I didn't want to be in the way and stuff like that. I just set it up. I said I'm supposed to be learning something, so I'm start writing and stuff like that. But then in the middle of that writing, I said, you know what? I don't want Vibin on WordPress. I just want to own everything. If you look at that code, I don't know if you understand, but that was clearly built for WordPress, theme, all sorts of stuff. So I said to myself, I know it's going to have a website because Facebook is just a website. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with that, but Facebook is just a website. However, its apps are not. And when you go to facebook.com, that's a website. It's a website. Instagram, it's a website. So I still need a website. But what I need is my own server rooms, Adonia. Uh-oh. Yep. I need my own server rooms. I need my own everything. So the way I'm doing it this time is for complete independent ballery. That's not a word, but you know, we're gonna be drinking Mai Tais and stuff real soon. It's because I didn't have a Robert Greene to go to, but the universe kept saying, "Yeah, come on. All right, now go back over there. You ain't ready yet." And I was sensitive enough to know I ain't no problem. I'm gonna still keep working. There's a strong lesson there, Grace. I didn't quit one time. I got 600,000 lines of code plus another. So I got 650,000 lines of code that y'all never gonna see. I should be emotionally attached to it. But you know what it is, Grace? What it did is it made me knock this out with ease. Ease. Because I done did it. This is my fourth time doing it. This is the fourth version of vibing, and it's no longer called vibing. So the book is so good because it's the fifth version of the book. All right, let's wrap this up. Maybe that was for y'all. Maybe what Phil said about indigo children, what Ibrahim said about Ryan Holiday and the Daily Stoic and Robert Greene saying, hey, reject that. Got to get better. Maybe what Brenda saying about I need an idea, and Frida coming in singing You Ain't Love, You're Not Alone like Michael Jackson, and Grace saying and Me Too, and the rest of y'all hide behind it. Maybe all of this has been for you. Maybe this one conversation has been in your driveway. All about you, all for you, because of you. Maybe. I don't know, Adonia, but here's what I do know. I do know February 1st is coming, whether you are building or not. I know it will come, and I know it will go. I know I've missed a lot of opportunity, Antoine. I ain't missing not a damn another one. That's what they say in the hood. Not a damn another one. I'm not missing none of them. Tracy, I'm not a damn another one. Tracy, I want all your blessings. If you slipping, Lord, I've been a good steward. Go on, give me her blessings. Hey, well, don't slip around me. I want all y'all. I want all my blessings. And if you let yours slip across, I'm gonna take yours too. It got nothing to do with me. You should have executed your idea. But I liked it. I done put it in mine. Oh, Snapchat, y'all got the little stories, huh? They're on Facebook now. You got to do it. February 1st is coming. We're the plane is on the ground. February 1st is coming. Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right, Justin. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I thought about that the other day. So if I got Melissa doing everything. So Pure Genius, hurry up. Should that paperwork over. I got you. I got you. So there was a meeting. Justin, Phil and Susan, we still gotta record it. All right, there's a meeting. So when it comes time for shares time, he ain't got nothing to do. It's already been done. It's already been done. And that's just what I did. Melissa, I'll mute your mic real quick, Melissa, because I did. I had a phone conversation Monday or Tuesday, and I said, fine. And I told Melissa and Deanna, miss the whole classes. Just log on, look like you're there. But I need this done, didn't I? And what did I have y'all do?
We were working. I'm still working.
On what? Tell them what, right. What specifically were you working on concerning what class you teaching today?
We have the stock class I was working on.
I said, fine. I called Deanna. I said, I don't never want to have another conversation like this. I said, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this done. Go ahead, turn these stock options out. Do this here, do this. Y'all don't do nothing until complete. Because it's all feeding. Like there are no mistakes. How can you grow if you're not against the wall? If you don't pick up a phone and have a conversation that bothers you, then how you gonna have another conversation that fixes you? You can't do one without the other. Ain't no sense in getting mad, Frida. I can't get that idea. It's coming. It's coming. That's all I can say. It's coming. Melissa, as far as
I trust and believe.
Trust and believe. I have no idea what I can't rush, the valuation and stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But Melissa, to your best knowledge, I want y'all to hear this. I'm not gonna pause it. I'm gonna keep it going. To your best knowledge, Melissa, what would be the valuation? Just whatever. And be conservative. Be extremely conservative.
Last numbers I seen on the very conservative side is 2.2 billion with a B.
You're talking about shares against that. That's it.
Now that was pre-owning Trent stock, and that was pre-doing stock IPO for Antonio's company.
Now we got the stock IPO, and I'm not selling. There's one version of it though, Jerome. I will sell it. You understand? You can have all of it, so can. I can keep them little pieces. No, I want these pieces too, sure can. You sure can have these pieces for 100 billion. Deal. Well, you know what, Mr. Google, I always did like you. Always did like you.
You a piece of work, you know that, right?
Hey,
you a real piece of work.
$100 billion. $100 billion. You know what your shares are equal at $100 billion?
And you gonna tell me to my face too, ain't you?
Totally is. That's what my mama, she's funny. She's so gangster, Janice. You say something, she go, sure did. She just doesn't say that, so it's in my dialogue. Like, sure is. That's SHOL. And it depends on if it's one word. Sure is. It ain't no separation.
Here's the smartest thing about stocks. You guys are going to pull out your original investment, leave the rest of it, give you money every 3 months.
Right. And see his deal, and some people, very few. It was Adonia, Justin, Phil, Susan, Deanna, Grace. Very few. They got stocks. Just boom, here you go. There you go.
I got some, but it was not much. But I did what I could do.
Well, I know that's right. So anyway, do not despise what's getting ready to happen in your life. No matter how, yeah. Who's that talking? Somebody got to say something? Okay, cool. We in it. What should you do? I don't know. I really don't know what you should do. I don't. All I can tell you is, please put a website in so that I can get more. Melissa, Otis wants to get more stocks. Yes, all of you, your $5,000 investment that you were going to do with me on a business somewhere should go with Melissa. Melissa is the business I'm investing in. Grace, copy and paste that, send it directly to Otis. She just put it in the chat. I'm sure he got it, but go ahead and wrench around and get some more. Melissa is the business we are investing in. Y'all hear me? I was going to do, she is the business we buy. I was going to do, when I show her stuff, she is the business. She got a $94 billion valuation, so she is the business. The business worth more than ATS. Makes sense. I am done. Just, if you had that meeting with me, you still got your stuff. I'm always a man of my word. It is what it is. I get hit with obstacles, but somehow, as long as we win, then it's going to be said it was worth it. I knew I was right. If we lose, then I suck, and that's the burden of a leader, right? If you win, it's a good job, Antonio. Good job, Grace. I knew I could trust you. If you lose, well, you suck, Grace. You wasted 15 years of my life. Only for what you call those people, Phil? What you call those people, Phil? You got like 1, 2, and 3. You call them something. The top tier 1 people. You don't say tier 1. I forget how you say it.
Oh, first-rate people like to be around all kinds of people. Second-rate people like to be around third-rate people because they go, I'm not as bad as they are. They feel very uncomfortable being around first-rate people.
First rate, not first tier. That's what it is. Yeah. So only first rate people gonna say, "You suck, Grace. Wasted 15 years of my life." the third rate people are gonna say that. They're not gonna say that. They're gonna say, "How can I help you, Grace? How can we help us win together?" That's what Phil and Susan tell me all the time. How can we help you win together? And all right, the third rate people. I think I got the rates right. Anyway, the top quality people will say things like that. They don't say, "You suck, Grace." They don't do that. That's not the top rate people for sure. It's coming. It's happening. Be inspired. Grace, I gave Melissa and them a short-term plan. I mean, a long-term plan. I gave me and you a short-term plan. So we're firing from both ends. We're burning from both ends of the candle. We're burning me and Grace end of the candle, which is shorter term, faster, quicker. And then we're burning from Melissa and Deanna end of the candle, which was a blessing because I needed to pull the trigger anyway. So just pull the trigger instead of waiting on that one option. So we're burning from both ends of the candles. Grace, me and you will burn properly and be able to, spread some cash around, so to speak. Your business will be whatever you make it be. I can tell you all this. It ain't coming in a straight line. Hey, let me just say this. Tommy Grace, give me 3 minutes. Tommy Grace. Let me say this. Not something I would say out loud often, but I need to say it. I feel like I don't need to say it for me because I don't give a damn about defending myself. I just don't, because I don't know. God is too big for me to be defending myself. You understand, Jerome? So that's just my headspace. I'm just never going to change about that. You see me do it plenty of times, Jerome. I'm not defending myself. All right, let's go. We're going to do this here. I got it. I hear you loud and clear. All right, 3 minutes start now, Grace. I am doing a very white thing. Let's just keep it up. Let's just keep it real. I don't mean this. It's anti-Semitic, so you can't cancel me because it's not being Semitic or anti. With a very black face. It should be understood that I am starting from a different position of the starting line. You don't have to say that. You could pretend that we all start from the same starting line, and that's okay with me. Okay with me. And no problem with that. As for this blackface, there are a lot of good white things that I would love to do and have tried that don't work when they come out this black mouth. It's just perceived differently. And it causes delays that I did not see coming, or it causes cognitive dissonance that just doesn't happen. For instance, Gary Vee can say, take your time. Keep people right. And I love Gary Vee. My heart is more like his than Grant Cardone's. But my black face can't keep saying next year, next year, next year. It just don't work that way. You don't have to believe it. But we live on Earth with an F. So I can't say, you know what I'm saying, we got to do something. Grace, we got to do something. Nor can my black face say, oh, no, you don't understand. Because that was supposed to happen. But yeah, I done just messed that whole thing up, and now I look bad. I can't say that. Can't. I cannot. I would look like a victim for one, but with this black face, there's something that seems more wrong than Elon Musk posting on Twitter the stupid stuff he posts. But Elon Musk and Kanye West are pretty much the same person. Only one of them canceled. I didn't like that. It's what it is. Elon Musk told suspended Kanye for, I think he said, stuff inciting violence. This man has crashed crypto multiple times.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Also want to point out that, yeah, sure, now Kanye has went to a point where it's like you really cannot defend him. And he quite literally said that he likes Hitler. But just to your point, he was canceled before he said that. And what he said was along the lines and on the same level as what Elon Musk usually says.
Absolutely.
So what you're saying is not a defense of either one. It's just the fact that people of color have a different standard at which they're canceled compared to the norm. And that has been true for a while. Like Dave Chappelle was kind of canceled for saying, I don't want 50 million to play a black mascot that I feel is hurting the position of my community decades ago.
There you go. Absolutely. Trump is running for president. Antonio trying to get out of poverty. I can't say none of the stuff this man says. You understand? So when you see me navigating ATS through all of this, please know I showed up every day at 100%. Now you missed it. I said, see it, Jordan, I started off the conversation by saying, let me say this. I wouldn't normally say this, but I feel like I need to help somebody. I ain't saying this for me. I'm not defending myself. I don't give a damn what y'all think about me. I am saying somebody like Adonia needs to know I show up every day, 100%. Wins, losses, looking stupid, talked about, I show up every day, 100%. every single day. Antoine, I show up every day. Some days it's amazing I'm even standing. I lean right into it. I come here, I lean right into it with no problem whatsoever. I ain't talk behind nobody's back. I ain't got mad. I ain't sent no text message. I ain't said, I ain't did none of that. So don't tell me, Tracy, this should be working by now. I don't understand.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Dude, when your mom passed away, you weren't hosting the call, and that's understandable. And I didn't expect you to be anywhere near the call, and for it to be even in the top 100 things you were thinking about. But at one point in the call, I looked at the participants, and there you were. You were there in the audience, at least. You were still connected to this. You showed up.
Hold up. So when you sit up here, Brenda, Grace, Antonio, Melissa, go, man, my idea should be working. Not me, you, my. It probably shouldn't, Janice. You probably ain't got beat up enough. That's all I've been trying to say. That's all I've been trying to say. There's some great beat up number for Antoine that's out there that you got to get across. Thomas says had to do 2,000 just to get the light bulb. So you out here at 398 complaining. Nope. Get to 2,000 to build this damn light bulb and shut your mouth. Really how I feel about it. This really is my message that you got to get beat all the way up. And if you cannot handle that, this is why I'm of that minority. I say you cannot train entrepreneurs. You got to be born for this stuff. You got to eat a lot of humble pie publicly. To be an entrepreneur is to be embarrassed publicly every day and act like you were not. This is what it is. This is what it is. Should Jerome's book have already come out? Yep. And Antonio dropped the ball with that. Is it coming out now? Yep. Melissa ain't gonna drop the ball. It's the only thing she do is publish books. Now, can Jerome blame me for his book not selling? Nope. Because that's on him now. Now, I'm gonna help, but you get the point. The point is, you don't blame me for so much until you get exposed when God goes, Here, Antonio. Ain't blame Phil now. Hey, ain't blame Deanna. It's on you now. What you gonna do? You gonna code it or what? Ain't nobody code this thing but me. Oh man, but if Susan would have baked me some quinoa pies. Nope. It's on me. There'd be nobody else. And I ain't supposed to get up here and tell you that. I'm not supposed to get up and tell you, Gianna, I eat cake, humble cake every day and still show up with a good attitude. All I do is I use it as motivation. You're right, Phil. I should move faster, especially according to you, Susan, Deanna, and Grace. You fucking right. I'm on it. That's all. I ain't got nothing else. I'm on it. Here's these calls. Get punched in the face, I got punched in the face, but I'm on it. It ain't no, I don't like the way Deanna talked to me, so now nope. Be careful, because you're not going to be in business successful when you don't have the integrity to take these hits on the chin with a smile. Trying to help somebody. I see you, Janice. I see you over there. Look, y'all see it. Look, she over there cashing out. Got my stocks ready. I swear I'm done. I'm just trying to tell you that we finna do this to February 1st. And if you think for 1 second that you said that God is gonna let you make it, you out your damn mind. If I just sit up here and said the quest for you, everything unlike a quest and unlike you is now in your reality. I am the very reason why you are going through pain right now. Now, how you gonna handle it? You gonna be nice? You gonna show up every day fulfilling Susan? Because they damn sure show up every day for you, Antonio. What you gonna do? Yeah, I didn't like that. You got folks showing up for you every day. How you gonna show up for them? I'm not talking to Phyllis Susan. I'm talking to the people showing up for you. How you gonna show? Grace, I show up for you every day. How you gonna treat me? Adonia, somebody's showing up for you every day. Somebody, let's use Phyllis as a metaphor. You got a feeling Susan showing up for you every day, Adonia. You got a feeling Susan showing up for you every day, Shelly. What you gonna do? It's what it is. You're not going to be able to make this money if you can't take these punches in the throat and keep breathing. I promise you, Justin didn't get what he got because it was easy. Y'all finna be murdered until February 1st. How you gonna handle it, Jerome? Some of y'all spouses gonna get out of line. Can you handle it? You got some folk down on you. Can you handle it? February 1st, every last one of you should be launching or pre-launching the thing that's gonna change your life. Is it gonna be easy? Absolutely not. Is your lunch gonna be successful? Probably not. But your ass gonna lunch. I know that much. Because if you don't lunch, then you're gonna be exposed for somebody who just wanna be here and learn. I'm talking to Deanna too. Ain't nobody exempt from this conversation. You wanna go to college, your ass need to be in college. You need to be in the spring semester or the fall semester or something, but you need to be enrolled. Application fee needs to be paid. You want a pastor, well, start in your living room. I don't know what you want to do, but don't tell me you got a company and you're not dying for it, because you ain't got no company. I don't know what you got. You got a time waster. There ain't no company. Because we die for these companies. They kill us every day. Every day Melissa gets beat up in the face about tree and press. Every day she don't know the answers. Every day she got to come back and get them. Brenda, I don't know what the hell you going to do. All I know is you deserve whatever you get. Good or bad, you do deserve it. As for me, I'm going to die for this shit. I'm going to die. Tracy, I'm going to die for it. Speaking it into existence. I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to die for it. You understand, Janice? I'm a pioneer teacher. What Susan taught me. And pioneers die for this shit. I'm not backing up. I'm dying for it. Antonio, you got a life? Yep. The life in which I die for y'all. Let's go get this money. I don't know if you feel that way about your company, but I guarantee you that Ibrahim's starting to feel that way about them cartoons. Because if he don't, ain't gonna be no 10,000 nothing.
Yep.
Die for these cartoons. Baby, come to bed. As soon as I finish dying, baby, I'll be there. I ain't died enough tonight. This cartoon got to become a real quick. That's it. That's it, y'all. It sucks. I know it sucks. I know it sucks. It absolutely sucks. It sucks everything. So what? Grace, you are on assignment with me to take care of Phil, Susan, and Deanna. Deanna and Melissa, you're on assignment with me to take care of all those box options, to take care of everybody else. it's gonna work. If you don't help me, Grace, I'm gonna take the bad brunt of it, but I'm gonna still get up and I'm gonna smile. You understand? If you don't help me, Melissa and Deanna, I'm gonna take the blame for it, but I'm gonna still get up and smile. Can y'all do this? I can. I can be blamed.
I
for what
hear
I
I
didn't
have
cause.
paperwork in my future today.
That's it. I could be blamed for what I didn't cause. Can you? Antonio, why this didn't work again? My fault. My bad. My bad, Jerome. It's my fault. No, it ain't. Most of the time I've told y'all it's my fault. It has not been my fault. It has absolutely not been my fault. You'll never know. You'll never know. And can you? Because if you cannot, February 1st is going to come and you're going to be exposed. And I'm trying to stop y'all from getting exposed. February 1st is going to be a lot of companies around here doing stuff. We're going to get our asses kicked, but we're going to have customers. Like, I don't know what Brittany going to do, but she's going to be happy. You know, customers. Justin going to be supporting a lot of y'all through e-commerce. It's going to be 2 or 3 of y'all still waiting on the Lord. Don't be that person. Don't be that. But you're not just going to expose you. You're going to expose your religion too. Don't be that person.
The Lord is waiting on us.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Don't be that person. I'm telling you, we are too good to sit up here and be out here tripping. All right, Melissa, last words on you. I'm out of here.
Last words on me. I have paperwork. Deanna's going to get with me so I can finish that. And I look forward to seeing everyone at class today. I'm sure everyone has the link for that. My computer's messing up, so I can't share it. If you want information on the preferred equity stocks, these are different, although they are on the website. The paperwork I have to send you, please email me at stocks@trantpress.com.
Fair enough. Deanna, write these down. I'm done. I'm saying this publicly just so to remind people who was there. Phil, Susan, Justin, Grace, Deanna, Tempest, Shannon. Oh, and then Monique, Aiden, Ashton, and Aaron.
Hold on, I'm gonna need you.
The original core.
Okay.
Because Phil and Susan are part of the original core. Justin. I don't think that was out. Yeah, Monique and the kids. And then Melissa. Those people, you would get a certificate of stocks. It'd probably be Antonio T. Smith Jr. LLC, not ATS. You will get that. Melissa, whose job is to do that?
As soon as I get all the SEC paperwork, if it's from the ATS community, I will be issuing those papers.
There you go. Nothing to do with that. You hear me? Deanna, Arlen Brook is registered under which company?
Is it Density 6 or Antonio T. Smith Jr. LLC?
You know what? You're right. We do need to change that. So y'all stuff may come from Density 6. Y'all are correct. That's the alphabet field. Alphabet, and then Google Density 6 is alphabet. So she's right. It may, yes.
I'm gonna make my life easy. Tomorrow, when do you have time?
It would be after the event.
Oh, tomorrow Friday.
So anytime after 1:30. Anytime after 1:30.
Wonderful. I bring my laptop to the event then. Thank you.
Good. And you're coming Saturday, right? Or you coming in Friday?
I'm coming. I will be in tomorrow, but I need Deanna tomorrow to get your stuff that you just gave me homework for all set up.
Yes, because I want to make sure that Phil and Susan and everybody I named, Justin's on that list. Me and Justin just click from day one. It just is what it is. Real recognizable. Immediately, you'll have options to buy and stuff. I got other stuff planned for Jerome. Worry not, Jerome. Trust me, you are good. You are good. Worry not. Jerome and Law, y'all good in a whole different way. Y'all, what y'all have is, let's just say you are employees, like you're the first employees of Facebook. Yeah, you get to go. You're in a golden parachute position, but I got to do this first so it can actually have some value. You got to have some value. But remember, employee number 27 at Facebook is a billionaire today. Just so we're clear. That's a billionaire.
I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no problems.
No. Yeah. We get the good. Make sure that LLC, that's the Holden TV streaming. Yes. yes. The company y'all get it from is the stuff that's holding the good stuff. It's holding the good stuff. So we own it. Grace, Dion. So when y'all hear about tour tickets, please buy.
That's what I was. He was reading my brain. Listen here, y'all. Tomorrow's event is called Not As Good As You Think. Okay, not as good as you think. I can't tell you what it's going to be about because I don't know. But when you get there, it's a whole different experience. Not as good as you think. I don't know if he's going to give a sneak preview today, but Not As Good As You Think is today. I will put the link in the chat for you to get your tickets to come to the event. If you cannot come to the event, but you want someone else to come, or you would just like to donate a ticket for someone to come, the link will be in the chat. All right, Tracy. Woo! Tracy said she's gonna be there.
Miss Grace, I need my brother Jerome because he don't listen to me. Will you ask my brother what session he would like?
I tried. He said he wanted to be at the Baltimore. He said he wanted to be at the Baltimore.
That's all right, Grace. That's okay. Just know she's right. You call her and you say this day, and you're gonna hold it in escrow. You feel me? But let her do her part.
Yes.
Because his humbleness ain't ready yet. You understand? But he, according to Donnie, he gonna get this blessing. You understand?
Okay.
All right then.
That's
it. She just said it 3 times. She ain't gonna repeat herself no more.
Okay.
You know how black women are. I'm not repeating myself no more. All right then. Buy the ticket only because I'm not charging you for nothing else. I made the business university free. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? You're not being charged for anything but you're just not being charged for anything, period. So the tours, you're just helping feed, you're helping me put just a little bit on it for Deanna, Grace, Phil, and Susan. I can't give them their worth, but I can put a little bit on it. I can put a little bit on it. That's it. I put a little bit on it. That's all. That's what you're doing. I can put a little bit on it, and me and Grace. So if y'all get that call, free when you get a call, we are trapping you into being nice to us. You understand? That's why we ain't doing it no group call. We're trapping you. Here, hey, Frida, don't you love him? Yes. Can you show it with $49? We appreciate you. We're ethically bribing you.
And that is so true because she called me yesterday.
Come on now, God, she called because
I was in the car with my sister. She called me yesterday, and we got it done.
Because I promised 2 people that I love very much. I said, I hear you. Ain't nothing I can say. Ain't no sense in me be on the phone no more. Let me go get my ass to work. Well, I didn't say ass on the phone call, but I did say, let me go get to work. I did. Here's what it is. We went to work. God dog it shit. We went to work. That's all I can do. Ain't no sense in me complaining. Let's go get to work. I got you. That's all I can do. I can't do nothing else but go hard in the paint. So that's it. Every name that I said on the recording, but y'all already good. Melissa will be sending out a cute little emblem thing, but we got to fill out all this SEC paperwork and all that stuff. What's the deadline? I'm trying to have all this done by February 1st. So this is your timeline. Okay, so I have all this done by February 1st. If the SEC hit me with something like, well, it's going to take 6 days, that's some white folk stuff I ain't got nothing to do with. You got to let me live in that timeline. I can't do nothing about that, Grace. Can't do nothing about that. It's like I can't rush the valuation coming in either. I can't do nothing about that. Let me live. But February 1st is when I'm looking to get all this stuff done. Please get your tickets, Grace. You hit everybody up one by one. You hear me? You can't plan better. You can't dominate. All right, y'all. We will see y'all tonight for the therapy thing, and then tomorrow for the conference. It'll be good to see Melissa back in person. She cleans up nicely. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you. Thank you.
All right, and Grace, we got donated tickets. Let's get some people in Houston that can come on donated tickets. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.